Peter B heads to Supreme Court, says he's seeking justice because INEC subverted the will of Nigerians. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel. We revealed this on Thursday at a press conference in Onitsha, Anambra State. The Labour Party presidential candidate Peter B has vowed to approach the Supreme Court to contest the electoral victory of Bola Tinubu of the All Progressives Congress, following the verdict of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. Obi revealed this on Thursday at a press conference in Onitsha, Anambra State. He said he disagreed with the court's reasoning and conclusions in judgment it delivered on Wednesday. The former Anambra State governor also said that his legal team had already been instructed to file an appeal against the decision. Obi said, and I quote, "Yesterday, 6th September 2023, the Presidential Election Petition Court finally delivered its long-awaited judgment on the petition challenging the outcome of the presidential election held on the 25th February 2023. This judgment was delivered within the statutory time frame under the extant statute. We acknowledge the court's contributions to due process and the seeming attempt to strengthen our democracy. As petitioners in this case, we respect the views and readings of a court, but we disagree with the court's reasoning and conclusions in the judgment. In the judgment it delivered, it is my intention as a presidential candidate and the intention of the Labour Party to challenge this government by way of appeal immediately as allowed by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The PEPC has rendered a judgment, but that esteemed body is not the final arbiter. The responsibility now falls on the Supreme Court. I do know that judgment is not conterminous with justice. I implore Nigerians to remain focused, steadfast, and peaceful, abide by the rule of law, and understand that this matter has not reached its logical conclusion. Our legal team has already received our firm instruction to file an appeal against the decision. I shall not relent in the quest for justice, not necessarily for myself, but indeed for our teaming supporters all over the country whose mandate towards and oppose was regrettably truncated by INEC. The strength and value of our democracy reside in solid national institutions and our confidence in them. Electoral litigations will be almost unnecessary and non-existent if the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, discharges its statutory functions creditably, transparently, and with discernible fairness. When that body fails, as it did recently, thus subverting the will of Nigerian voters, the recourse to the judiciary becomes imperative, as is now the case. I thank every Nigerian who has supported our cause and campaign for a new Nigeria characterized by fairness, equity, justice, the rule of law, peace, prosperity, inclusiveness, sustainable growth, and development. A new Nigeria is possible and achievable. I especially thank our legal team, the Labour Party and the Obedient family, and all those who showed up daily during the court trials. God bless you all, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Here I was thinking that, okay, this man he fought a good fight. I don't know, say this man still fight too. If there is anything like resilience, I'm giving it to this man, to be very sincere with you. This is also being rugged. Like I said in other news, rugged does not only mean when you are tough, it can mean silence, but your silence does not mean you're giving up. Your silence means you're also doing something. You're also holding on to that thing you believe, believing that it is most certainly going to pull through. There's going to be a breakthrough. All right. They should use Gabon formula to secure Nigeria. I better go. This tribunal took time to defend and justify illegality, and it was not a judgment at all. I see your decision, my leader. We will see to the end of the road. We move. A new Nigeria is possible. INEC and courts don't they push Nigeria into scatter. Justice have done yesterday in tribunal. Affirmation of Nigeria will at the polling unit. My brother, you have fought a great fight for us, sir. May God see you through. Like I said, this man, the resilience needs to be studied. Though. I they tell you. You get some people be say after this one will happen, then go don't disappear. In fact, you don't even see them anywhere. Then go just quietly, go just see them. If you say for news, you go hear say, oh, they don't fly outside the country. But this man, they say no, we go nowhere. This thing we go rectify. I'm loving it. I'm loving the resilience. All right, it is better to head to the Supreme Court to further interpret the institution, as we are now enlightened that FCT is not a special state but governed by appointed minister. Wow. I support P2B to pursue this to a logical conclusion. I want to hear the Supreme Court deny Nigeria's constitution to favor one person. Come 2027, by God's grace, there will be so much voters' apathy. I tell you, I want you people to also understand that. This is what I was saying before the election. At a point very close to the election, I was telling us that I hope that at the end of the day, whatever happens, Nigeria does not go back to the era of where when they want to election, people know would even people they do nonchalant. This election that came and passed, as in this previously concluded election, is one of the election that we have active participants, people who came outside. You say, you know what, I believe in this country and I am going to do right by this. But I believe in this country. I'm going to do right by coming out to cast the vote. Okay, he sure has the right to appeal up to the APS court, but my fear is justice is at the behest of the incumbent and thus may not be a legal redress. Now we don't know say the appeal court. We don't know say those people. They know they get themselves. I will never make the mistake of voting you anymore. I'm waiting for obedience, bullying, and cursing. Okay. My advice, keep this money for Supreme for another next one in a way. Which Nigeria is this man talking about? If you try and you know great work, bro, come home. Yeah, come home and let us put it together and discuss about our home. Nigeria is like Ekuke, he prefer bone than meat. Bismarck prefer bone than meat. Now only him gets Nigeria. The very first time we in contest, he won't win. Baba go rest, who the cap fit, let him wear. The only difference between the Supreme Court and the tribunal is their names. Funny somebody that came a distant third. Mr. Third Position, go and take your rest. Allow me, second, to be dragging all those people you are dragging. Those layers will not help you with their money or choose you or okay, help you with their money. Or those you said they should go to court. My brother, they won't pass with the money like that. He loves Nigeria so much, he's fighting for the masses. Who is deceiving who? We should come back home. We Biafrans are calling him to support our struggle. It is not about courts in Nigeria. It is. Okay, it's not about courts. Nigeria is a nightmare. This is unfair. Not only our rights they here. We others now. P2B, not waste your time. Corruption is too deep in Nigeria's judiciary. The Supreme Court will just reaffirm what the appeal just said. Nigeria needs complete overhauling. Okay, well, at the end of the day, like I said, this man resilience needs to be studied. I am like, for real. Okay, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.